Hello to everyone out there in verbling.com. Verbling.com is where you can connect and practice with a native speaker just like that. Welcome. My name is Geoff Watson. I am from Vancouver, Canada, and I am here this hour, thanks to verbling.com, to help you with your English. We are going to do it all. We are going to read, we are going to listen, we are going to talk and share our ideas and opinions, and at the end of this hour, your English is going to be a little bit better. So we have some people joining the class, and think about getting your premium account and being able to reserve a spot in whatever or whichever class you want. So we are going to be covering materials today produced by the BBC, the British Broadcasting Corporation. And so everyone right now, please look for the link on the verbling.com website. There is a download class materials link close to the information about the class. And this is GWF12 is the name of the document. This is the PDF file. It is the transcript provided by the BBC, the Public Broadcasting Service in the UK. All right, and so what we're going to be talking about this hour is genetically modified animals, cows, for example, that give milk. But what I would like to do is to start the class by asking people, is the issue of genetically modified food in general, and of course we're talking about both plants and animals, is this an issue in your country? Are people concerned about this, where scientists can actually change the DNA, the genetic material of plants and animals that we use as food? All right, and so what I'd like to do is to say hello to Igor. Igor, how are you? And yeah, what about what do people think about genetically modified food in your country?
They are concerned, of course, because they think that it's may be harmful for the health to consume such food. But here in my country, usually agriculture is without this genetic modified what?
Yeah, genetically modified well, plants
food
or animals.
Yes, here without we grow with fruits or fruit or vegetables without this genetic modified product, genetic modified. So if you buy local produce, you are sure at 100% that this product is without.
Oh yeah.
This intervention.
It has not been genetically modified.
Yes.
All right, great. Yeah, and many people are concerned about possible consequences, right? And I'd like to say hello to Jose. Jose, hello. Jose Garcia, are you there? Okay, we cannot hear you. Ah, yes. Go ahead, please.
I listen to you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, but it may be better for you to turn off your video because your sound is broken.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Yes. I like it. I like the technology food. No problem. Everybody eat bread with genetic food trigo.
Genetically modified wheat.
Yes.
Okay.
Or the yes.
Wheat. And so the people. Well, where are you from?
I'm from Spain.
Oh, okay. But I thought in Europe many people do not like genetically modified food.
You have reason. Yeah, that is really. But I was in the university and I listen a scientific man, woman, and they explain what is that, what is genetic element modified, and that is the future for no hunger in the world. That
Okay.
is
Right.
really good.
Excellent. Okay, great. Thank you. And Omar, I'm interested in your opinion on this. What do you think of genetically modified food?
In my point of view, I would totally agree with the genetic stuff. I agree with what the science thinks and what the science will do for us. However, I live in a city which is most of it are restricted people and religious one. So they believe if you change in something in the genetics, you are changing in the in God creature. So according to them, God created us in the way that we are, so we don't have to change. So when you walk at the mall and you saw some genetic stuff, for example, this cow is a genetic adopt or something, people won't buy it. They think that like the devil lives here, like the God will punish us if we do something like this. That's their point, actually.
All right. Yeah, and whether you are religious or not, many people say that scientists, by changing the DNA, that we are playing with something that's very dangerous. So a religious view or a non-religious view, some people think that science should not be doing this. So great. Thank you for your point. Rapir? Hello?
Wait a moment. Hi.
Hello, welcome. Where are you connecting from?
From St. Petersburg, near Finland.
Oh, okay. And so, what do the people think about genetically modified plants and animals where you live?
It's hard to tell. I don't follow this subject, but this is there is a general right about it because of it. Because ordinary people, they do not go deep into science. They do not understand what modifying is, because the genes have been modified all the way along while Earth was developing, has been, and for them it seems a terrible thing, especially connected with all the cases of modified soy and modified wheat, which, for example, modified wheat don't grow, right? As far as I remember.
I'm sorry, modified what? Just the
wheat.
Last comment. Yes. Mm-hmm.
It doesn't grow. It doesn't, or some modified cultures, they don't grow after one harvesting or two harvestings.
Oh, I see. Right. Yes. Mm-hmm.
This gives away a really ambiguous sign. People don't know what to think. But there are articles on the internet revealing that modifying isn't that bad, and maybe there are one or two, three, several fuck-ups at this stage, but it's going to get better, and you shouldn't think that modifying itself is meddling with the nature, because nature itself has been modifying plants and stuff and everything.
All right. Okay, great. Thank you for your opinion. Excellent. Good job. And Suil, you need to turn on your microphone. So for everyone, when your microphone is muted, isn't there an image of a red muted microphone in your video? You need to click on the icon of the microphone to turn on your microphone. So at the top corner, the top right-hand corner of your screen, there we are.
Hi.
Good. Hello. Where are
Hello.
you connecting from?
I am connecting from Algeria.
Okay, great. And so what do the people in Algeria think about genetically modified food?
I just speak just a little English.
Okay, good.
I am in first setup.
Okay. What do you do? What is your job?
I am engineering in informatique.
Okay. All
Yes.
right, great. Yeah, okay.
And I
Thank
speak
you.
good little French.
Oh, okay, good.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
And
You're
Umut, what do the people in your country think about genetically modified plants and animals?
Some people ignore that, or some people care that, but I care that because it is so important for people. We can't escape from that, so
Yeah.
we can't do anything.
Right. Okay. So many people don't care about it, but you do.
Yeah, evet.
But unfortunately, it's very difficult to avoid this. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Okay, great. Thank you. And I wanted to say hello to Glady. Hello, how are you? Hello, Glady. Are you there? We can't hear you. Okay, and so we can't hear Glady right now, but let's... Oh, yes, go ahead, please. Hello.
Hello, how are you, Geoff?
I'm fine. So what about the people in your country? Are they concerned about genetically modified plants and animals?
In my country, in special in my states, animals and plants are very important. Close to my city, have a lot of farms and a lot of plants and animals.
Okay, a lot of farms. And
Yes.
do you know that if some of these food crops, and I put this term in the chat box, like corn or soy or wheat, if these crops, these plants have been genetically modified?
Yes, yes. Close to my city, have a lot of farms that cultivate a lot of foods, plants,
Yes.
foods. Yes,
Okay. No, great. Thank you. Thank you.
you're welcome.
And so let's start taking a look at the transcript, and I'm going to bring this up on the share screen. And so here we go. And again, this is from BBC Learning English, 6-Minute English. And so we're talking about genetically modified cows. And now, hey, Forrester is back. So hello, Forrester. Are you ready to read this first piece of text?
Yes, I'm ready.
Go ahead, please.
James, genetically modified cows. Jen, today's story is all about allergies. If you have an allergy to something, your body reacts to it. Your body reacts to it in a negative way. Do you have any allergies, Neil? Neil, I get hay fever in the summer. That happens when you have an allergy to pollen from plants or trees. Jen, and what happens when you get hay fever? No, it's horrible. I start sneezing and my eyes become red and itchy. My nose runs and I sometimes get a real headache.
Okay, let's stop there. Thank you. And again, I don't recommend that people spend money on buying English textbooks because all you need is right here. If you're talking about allergies and having an allergy to something, and hay fever usually happens in the spring, summer, and fall, and it's people's allergy to pollen produced by plants, grasses, and trees. So people start sneezing, achoo, their eyes become red and itchy, and their nose runs, and they get a headache. All right, and so all of this vocabulary has to do with allergies. So there it is right there for you. All right, and I'm just going to move this down, excuse me. And Glady, back to you, please. Could you read this next selection of text, please?
Yes. Jen, that does not sound very pleasant. Well, on today's programming, we're going to be taking a look at how genetically modified food might be able to help people with allergies. Neil, that's quite a complicated topic. Jen, it is, but I am going to use you getting with a kid's question first to get out thinking. And what year does first genetically modified food sold on the market was it?
And option A, are you there, Glady?
Continues?
Oh, yes. Just could you read the dates, please?
Okay. Okay, A. On. I can't see.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
What I'll do is, oh yeah, go ahead.
A. 1984, 1994, 2004.
Okay, great. Let's stop there. All right, and so what do people think? I just wanted to help you with the pronunciation of modified. So there is an I sound. Modified. Modified. Okay, this is just the British spelling of the word program. And so in American English, they have a simpler spelling of the word. And great. And so what do people think? When was the first genetically modified food sold on the market?
1984.
Okay, and what was it? What was it? Igor, do you know?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, great. So let's continue. Igor, could you read the answer and then continue, please?
Well, as usual, I have no idea, so this is a guess. But I'll say 1984. Jen, well, find out if you are right at the end of the program. But let's get back to our story about allergies. Neil, some allergies like hay fever can be described as mild. Mild or mild? Mild. That means that you might experience some unpleasant symptoms like itchy eyes, sneezing, or a rash.
Yeah, and two more, please continue.
Others, though, can be more severe and can cause, how to read this word?
Problems?
Cause problems with breathing or even death. Many people are allergic to a particular type of food, such as nuts or eggs, for example.
Okay, and let's stop there. Great. All right, so you have people who are very, very allergic to nuts, like peanuts is a bad one, or eggs, and they may actually die if they eat the food. They have incredible problems with their breathing. Very severe allergies. And great. And so let's go on. If anybody has questions, I always welcome, please, students to ask questions at any time. Everyone is welcome. Omar, please, could you read this next section of text, please? Hello, Omar, are you there? All right, so I'm going to move on to Rapper. Hello, Rapper, are you there? You need to turn on your microphone. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Go ahead, please.
Thank you for not turning it into raper. That would be really inconvenient.
Okay, good. No, that would sound terrible.
Where are we?
Yeah, it starts with Jen, very true, but did you know?
Okay, thank you. Jen, very true, but did you know that cow's milk can also cause problems? Listen to the first part of this report from BBC correspondent James Gallagher. How does cow's milk affect some babies? BBC correspondent James Gallagher. How do you read this?
Well,
Gallagher or Gallagher?
Well, I think it's Gallagher, but I'm not very good at pronouncing names. Sorry. James Gallagher.
BBC correspondent James Gallagher. Allergic reactions to cow's milk are common in babies. Up to 3% it is a dangerous. Up to 3% treat it is a dangerous with their immune system launching an attack on proteins found in cow's milk, but never in their mother's breast milk.
Okay, great, thank you. And so what they're saying is the baby's immune system treats the protein in the milk as something dangerous and tries to attack it. That's the problem with allergies, is something harmless, like a protein in milk, but the baby's body, their immune system, starts to attack the protein, and that's the allergic reaction. The allergic reaction is the body's fault. It's the immune system doing something crazy, attacking something that's harmless as though it were dangerous. And so I'd like to go on to Samir. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, hello. Where are you connecting from?
I'm from Saudi Arabia.
Okay, great. Welcome. Could you read some of this text, please?
Okay. Jen, your body is protected by your immune system, that series of cells and tissues which stop you from catching disease or infection. These cells attack anything which they think is harming or damaging the body. John, it is quite common for babies to have allergic reactions to cow's milk, so their bodies are attacking it. However, as we heard in the report, the baby's bodies never attack breast milk.
Mm-hmm. All right, so great. Let's stop there. Thank you. I just wanted to help you with diseases or infections with the S sounds, and damaging, and herd. So we have that's a simple pronunciation. Herd. All right, great. So they're talking about the problem. I've never heard of a baby that is allergic to cow's milk. All right, but it apparently never happens that babies are allergic to their own mother's breast milk. So that's good. And so let's go on to Soil Sali, are you there? Okay, I'm Umut. Could you read this, please? Thank you.
So there must be something in the cow's milk that babies' bodies don't like. Listen to the second part of the report. What have scientists done to cow's milk? Shall I continue?
Please.
BBC correspondent James Gallagher. Now researchers in New Zealand have cut out one of the main culprits, the protein beta-lactoglobulin. They added new genetic material to disrupt its manufacturing process in a technique called Rna Interference.
Yeah, and so great. This is what they've done. They've cut out or eliminated one of the main culprits. This is the cause of the allergic reaction. Yeah, this is kind of the bad guy or the person that is causing the problem. So one of these proteins. Okay. All right, great. All right, and I'm just going to move this down for the next person. And here we go. And we're back to, I think we have someone new. Erica?
I'm back.
Is that you?
Hello. I'm not Erica. My wife is Erica.
Yeah, your name, please?
My name is Christian, Erica's husband.
Christian? Okay, great. Yeah. Welcome. And so, could you read this text for us, please?
Yeah. Young scientists identified a protein in cow's milk which causes allergic reactions. Now, in the report, this was cancelled the culprit. The word culprit is often used to describe the bad guy in a book or film. Here, it's used to describe the dangerous protein. John, the scientists have introduced a new genetic material to the cows to stop this protein being made. Neil, if you like, the cow has been genetically modified.
Okay, great, thank you. Just to help with pronunciation, identified begins with an I. Identified and called. So this protein was called the culprit, the cause of the allergic reactions in a lot of the babies. All right. And so, great. Back to you, Forrester.
Yes, their genes have been altered or changed so they don't produce the harmful protein in their milk. Now, it sounds pretty complicated, but if there is no harmful protein in the milk, then babies shouldn't have an allergic reaction. No, that's good, isn't it? Jen, well, not everyone thinks it's a good thing. Here's James Gallagher again.
Okay, and then this is the correspondent or reporter again. Thank you, Glady. Are you there? Hello, Glady.
Hey, Geoff.
Yes.
I'm here.
Okay, good. Could you read the words of the journalist, please? The correspondent.
Yes, I can. I studied published in Proceedings of the National Academy of Science showed that GM cow did not produce the protein in its milk. Other scientists said it was a spectacular study, while accompanying groups have questioned the effects on genetically modified farm animals.
And could you read the next piece, please? Yeah.
Okay. No. So some people think this scientific study is a spectacular. In the other words, they think it's amazing. Jen. Very true, but we also read the report that some company groups think that it's unethical to genetically modify animals.
Okay, great. Good. And to the word heard. And sciences.
Okay. Thanks, Geoff.
All right, great. And so, yeah, they're just wondering whether it's ethical to change the DNA of farm animals like cows. All right, and let's keep going here because we want lots of time to listen to the podcast. Igor, go ahead, please.
Yes. But to read these names, Nail, Jen.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you don't need to do that.
Okay.
And just let me. It's Neil. Neil
Okay.
is the pronunciation. So
Okay.
go ahead, please.
Neil. They think it's morally wrong to interfere with or change nature. Some people also worry about what effects genetic modification of animals could have on our health. That's true. I suppose there could be side effects that people don't yet know about. On the other hand, some people argue that genetic modification could be used to produce super crops and super crops, and maybe one day help to stop world hunger.
Okay, good. So then just this term here in English, on the other hand, some people argue that, and then you start talking
Another
about
opinion.
Yeah, good. That's a good phrase to practice. Okay. All right. And let's continue because we're getting close to the end of the podcast. Yeah, great. Omar, are you there?
Okay. That's true. I suppose there could be a side effect that people don't yet know about. On the other hand, some people argue that genetic modification could be used to produce super crops and maybe one day help to stop world hunger. Who knows what type of food will be available in the future? Well, I have to wait to find out. But I can tell you about the first genetically modified food which became available. But first I ask you when it came in onto the market for the very first time. Was it 1984, 1994, or 2004? And I said 1984. Well, you are wrong. It was actually 1994, and it was a tomato. It was genetically modified so that it would stay green for longer after it was harvested. So it had harvested. So it had a longer shelf life. Exactly. We are coming to the end of the program now.
I'm going to get you to stop there, Omar. Thank you.
Okay.
Great job. All right. And shelf life is the time that something can be stored. And so this tomato was genetically modified so that it did not ripen quickly. It stayed green for longer so that it could be transported to another location. All right, great. And so, so 1994 was when genetically modified food was first sold on the market. All right, great. So what I'd like to do is to turn off the screen share here for a second. I hope that people have the transcript, the PDF document, and what I'm going to do is unplug my speaker, or sorry, my microphone. I'm going to unplug my microphone and plug in my high-tech iPod and play the podcast for all of you. And so enjoy.
This is 6 Minute English from bbclearningenglish.com.
Hello and welcome to 6 Minute English from BBC Learning English. I'm Jen and with me today is Neil.
Hello there.
Today's story is all about allergies. If you have an allergy to something, your body reacts to it in a negative way. Do you have any allergies, Neil?
I get hay fever in the summer. That happens when you have an allergy to pollen from plants or trees.
And what happens when you get hay fever?
Oh, it's horrible. I start sneezing and my eyes become red and itchy, my nose runs, and sometimes I get a real headache.
Oh, that doesn't sound very pleasant. Well, on today's programme, we're going to be taking a look at how genetically modified food might be able to help people with allergies.
That's quite a complicated topic.
It is, but I'm going to ease you in gently with a quiz question first to get you thinking. In what year was the first genetically modified food sold on the market? Was it A, 1984, B, 1994, or C, 2004?
Well, as usual, I have no idea, so this is a guess, but I'll say 1984.
Well, we'll find out if you're right at the end of the programme, but let's get back to our story about allergies.
Some allergies, like hay fever, can be described as mild. That means you might experience some unpleasant symptoms like itchy eyes, sneezing, or a rash.
Others, though, can be more severe and can cause problems with breathing or even death.
Many people are allergic to a particular type of food, such as nuts or eggs, for example.
Very true, but did you know that cow's milk can also cause problems? Listen to the first part of this report from BBC correspondent James Gallagher. How does cow's milk affect some babies?
Allergic reactions to cow's milk are common in babies. Up to 3% treat it as dangerous, with their immune systems launching an attack on proteins found in cow's milk, but never in their mother's breast milk.
Your body is protected by your immune system. That's a series of cells and tissues which stop you from catching diseases or infections.
These cells attack anything which they think is harming or damaging the body.
It's quite common for babies to have allergic reactions to cow's milk, so their bodies are attacking it.
However, as we heard in the report, the baby's bodies never attack breast milk.
So there must be something in the cow's milk that the baby's bodies don't like. Listen to the second part of the report. What have scientists done to cow's milk?
Now researchers in New Zealand have cut out one of the main culprits, the protein beta-lactoglobulin. They added new genetic material to disrupt its manufacturing process in a technique called RNA interference.
Scientists identified a protein in cow's milk which causes allergic reactions.
In the report, this was called the culprit. The word culprit is often used to describe the bad guy in a book or film. Here, it's used to describe the dangerous protein.
The scientists have introduced a new genetic material to the cows to stop this protein being made.
If you like, the cows have been genetically modified.
Their genes have been altered or changed so they don't produce the harmful protein in their milk.
Sounds pretty complicated, but if there's no harmful protein in the milk, then babies shouldn't have an allergic reaction. Now that's good, isn't it?
Well, not everyone thinks it's a good thing. Here's James Gallagher again.
A study published in Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences showed the GM cow did not produce the protein in its milk. Other scientists said it was a spectacular study, while campaign groups have questioned the ethics of genetically modifying farm animals.
So, some people think this scientific study is spectacular. In other words, they think it's amazing.
Very true, but we also heard in the report that some campaign groups think that it's unethical to genetically modify animals.
They think it's morally wrong to interfere with or change nature.
Some people also worry about what effects genetic modification of animals could have on our health.
That's true. I suppose there could be side effects that people don't yet know about.
On the other hand, some people argue that genetic modification could be used to produce supercrops and maybe one day help to stop world hunger.
Who knows what type of foods will be available in the future?
Well, we'll have to wait to find out, but I can tell you about the first genetically modified food which became available. But first, I asked you when it came onto the market for the very first time. Was it A, 1984, B, 1994, or C, 2004?
And I said 1984.
Well, you were wrong. It was actually 1994, and it was a tomato. It was genetically modified so that it would stay green for longer after it was harvested.
So it had a longer shelf life.
Exactly. We're coming to the end of the programme now, so there's just time to go over some of the vocabulary we've heard today.
The words and phrases were allergy, mild, immune system, culprits, genetically modified, spectacular, unethical.
Bye for now.
Goodbye.
That was 6 Minute English from bbclearningenglish.com. This is 6 Minute English from BBC Learning English.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So that's the issue where I don't think anybody argues with the potential of what scientists can do by changing the genetic material of crops and farm animals. But I think that many people are just saying that if you change the DNA of plants and animals, you may create a disaster, a global disaster, some sort of new virus or bacteria or disease or animal or plant that takes over the world. Okay, so I'm interested in what people's opinions are, and so I'm sorry, I forget your name. Erica's husband. Could you start us with a comment, please? Your opinion about this issue?
I don't know who is right. I don't know. It may be right researcher and human right can be right. I don't know.
Well, so what kinds of safety controls should we be putting on this then? Or should we just allow scientists to openly explore and investigate in this subject, in this area? Are you there? Oh yeah.
Yes, yeah. I don't know. I don't think it's quite well or quite wrong. I don't know.
Oh, okay. All right. Great. And so let's move on to Forrester. Forrester, what do you think? And yeah.
I'm sorry. Actually, so some part of this I couldn't understand. I couldn't understand of that what part is the problem. I couldn't understand the problem of the genetically modifying food.
Well, yeah, but don't worry. But what are people's opinions in Japan? Are these plants and animals accepted in Japan, or is there resistance to this?
I never heard of resistance. That means I think we are not against the genetic modifying plant or food, animal.
Oh, okay, all right. And can you think of some food crops that have been genetically modified that are being grown or raised in Japan?
Yes, we have a watermelon. It's genetically changed. I don't know when, but the watermelon. Yeah, in old days, there was no watermelon in Japan, but
Really?
recently.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, watermelon. Yeah, watermelon is very, very common in Japan.
Oh, okay, all right, great, excellent, thank you. And so, Glady, how about you?
I don't know about this program in my country, Brazil, but I am a teacher and I have a lot of students that have allergies about milk.
Okay.
It's very complicated because they can't eat enough that have milk.
Yeah, they can't eat anything that has milk.
Yeah, they can't eat anything that has milk.
Okay.
If they eat anything that have milk, it's very sick.
Okay, yeah. Now, I've heard of people being lactose intolerant, where they get sort of digestive problems and a sore stomach. But it seems that this other group of babies that they were talking about have a really bad reaction. So
Yes, my students has 3 and 4 years. They are babies.
yeah, okay, so they're very young. Okay.
Yes.
All right, great. Thank you. Igor, a comment from you, please.
I can't say for sure that if a genetic modified product is bad for health or not, but we can see many opinions. On the one hand, we can see that these products will, with genetic modified food, will grow in a condition that was not possible to grow. For example, in areas where it is very hot, yes, it's correct to say,
yeah,
or very warm, and in condition without rain, for example, without water, it's good. But on the other hand, we can see that we have opinions that this food will be harmful for our health. So I think we people who specialize
yes, or people who are specialized in
scientists, or how to
science?
Say in science, yes, should make research in this domain and to see what is going on and to find the best solution for this problem.
Yeah. Now, we've got some people who are joining the class. Mohammed, hello, how are you? Hello, Mohammed? Okay, we don't hear you, so I'm going to go on to Omar. Omar, I want to start off your comment here. Many people criticize genetic modification in that these are the big agro-business corporations trying to control farming. And so they want to genetically modified crops so that they have a patent on the crops, so that they own the crops, and that they can control the food industry. What do you think of that?
They can control the?
Yeah, the food industry. So if I genetically modify corn, it becomes my private property, and people have to sign contracts to buy the product from me.
So it's like a patent. When you do this this invention, it's and no one can do it else.
Absolutely.
I don't think that scientists think this way. I mean, when Edison created electricity, he did not have this patent and have it for himself. Instead, now every one of us has electricity in our society, in our buildings, in everywhere. Electricity is there is electricity. One more thing, many say that there will be a new species maybe when we have this genetic modification. For example, when we do this modification, there will be a new species that's gonna kill us all. Well, I don't agree with this. Maybe why are we so afraid of this? Like when first people saw electricity, for example, people think this is magic, this is unreal. But now, after we know the electricity more, we know how to control it. Now it's very useful. And when we say there is a lot of experience which went wrong, well, Edison almost took it. Over 10,000 experience went wrong with Edison, but at the end he discovered the electricity. So when we do mistake, it's because we are a human being.
Yeah,
it's not something like unique or unusual.
Okay, experiments. Okay, great, thank you. And Rapper, hello, a comment from you, please.
I have no idea, don't ask me. But
Oh, really?
it's very
Well,
yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Sorry, but my interests
Well,
are
but
very limited. I mostly watch movies. If
but
I
remember,
saw it,
this is your chance to practice English. So say something. Do you where do you live?
Saint Petersburg. It's in Russia, near
Yes.
Finland.
Okay. Now, are the food products labeled as being genetically modified? Do
Yeah,
companies need to put that on the label?
this is a better question. Some, yes, they are. Like what? Like, okay, I know that there is a label containing no GMO, genetically modified something.
Yeah, right.
And I think it's on milk, on some packets. Generally not on vegetables and fruits, unless it's a fancy chain of shops, such as we don't have strictly like only natural food shops, but there are like fancy shops that will either sell you not genetically modified or just divide the fruits and vegetables into two sections, genetically modified maybe, like the majority, and some of those will be not genetically modified.
Right, yeah, so you have to go to kind of an expensive health food store to get food that is definitely not genetically modified.
Again, no, we don't have health food stores, but we have some chain of shops that tend to have something in stock that is specifically not genetically modified,
Right,
so labeled
okay.
like this.
Yeah, great, excellent. And Suil, would you like to say something? Okay, I'm going to go on to Umut. Umut,
Yes.
what's your opinion?
I think they think that everything is suitable for paying for earning money. I think it is so false thing.
Okay.
Next generation will regret for situations like that. So I think we should do something
to stop it.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you think we should do something to stop this genetically modified food?
Yes.
All right.
Next generation will regret for this situation.
Okay, great. Yes. So this is going to change the future for sure. All right. Great opinions. Excellent. And now what I'd like to do is to bring up the other document again, because I have another example of a genetically modified plant, this is another food. Here we go. All right. So this is where I want to start reading. It's just a little tiny clip from a news story. And so, Forrester, could you please read this here, please?
But teacher, can you please copy paste
Omar?
the notes you have just written on the Word?
Yeah. Okay, sure.
And paste them on the verbal link chat box,
yes,
please.
No problem. Forrester, could you go ahead and?
Yes. Next year, golden rice, normal rice that has been next year, golden rice, normal rice that has been genetically modified to provide vitamin A to counter blindness and other disease in children in the developing world to be given to farmers in the Philippines for planting in paddy fields.
Okay, great. I'm going to get you to stop there. Thank you. And so could someone repeat the information that's in that paragraph? What kind of genetically modified food are we talking about?
Golden rice.
Okay, and what is it?
Normal rice that has been genetically modified to provide more vitamin A.
Yeah, okay. And I think its golden or yellow color, I think like carrots or orange. I think carrots have a lot of vitamin A in them, and so this rice has been changed so that it produces vitamin A. I guess rice ordinarily does not produce vitamin A. All right, great. And we say paddies. Rice paddies are the fields, the special fields where people grow rice. It's because they're sort of flooded with water that we call them something different. Glady, could you read the next paragraph, please?
Yes. Next year?
Yeah, I think it says 30 years after.
Okay. 30 years after scientists first revealed they had created the world's first GM crop, hopes their potential to ease global malnutrition problems will be realized at last. Bangladesh and Indonesia have indicated that they are ready to accept good rice, and other nations, including India, have also said that they are considering planting.
Yes, planting.
Planting.
Planting it.
Planting
yeah.
it. Thanks.
Malnutrition.
Malnutrition.
Hopes.
Hopes.
With an O sound. Hopes.
Hopes.
And
hopes.
Revealed. Revealed. Awesome.
Review.
All right. And this, just quickly, realized is the British spelling. Here is the American spelling with Z. All right. And so this is the idea of another example of a genetically modified plant that includes a vitamin that's in it. And this vitamin will hopefully prevent blindness, because a deficiency, a lack of vitamin A, is very, very dangerous and can cause blindness. All right, so here's an interesting subject. If you find it interesting, you can read about it and listen to audio podcasts. You can watch videos. You can read blogs. You can chat with people about it. You can talk with people about it and learn about genetically modified food and improve your English at the same time. So that's the idea. Great work, everybody. Thank you so much. Yes, Forrester.
I want to read the article again. So please give me the address of the article we studied.
Now, that's right. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the document that I prepared, and I'm going to upload it to the site. So it's going to be called, well, no, sorry, I'm not sure what it's going to be called, but I'll upload the document to, sorry, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to take a, now where is it here? This is it here. So I'm going to copy this and paste it into the Verbling chat box. And then what you can do is copy and paste this into your Google search, and I'm sure you'll be able to find the article, the website that I got it from. Because I don't remember the website that I got it from, but it looked interesting. All right, great. Good attitude. Students who are interested in doing extra homework. Bonus marks for Forrester.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Thanks a lot.
Take care, everybody.
Thanks a lot,
Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Enjoy
Bye.
your Sunday,
Bye.
whatever's
Thank
left.
you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Remember to eat lots of carrots to get your vitamin A.